What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of hashtag Ask BGTV.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 4 of hashtag Ask BGTV.
That's right, we answer your questions when you use hashtag Ask BGTV. Let's get right into it. First question from JChamps211, working midnights, and what can be done to live lean?
All right, JChamps, so it doesn't matter what hours you're working, anybody can rearrange their personal schedule to be able to fit in workouts and healthy eating. That's really all it takes to live lean. You don't have to be on specific hours. It doesn't have to be the same hours that we do. We've seen people from all over the world be successful with various schedules.
Yeah, so if you're working at midnights, you're sleeping through the day. If we're working through the day, we're sleeping at midnights. You just have to flip it around. Same thing.
Kwesi 407, for both you and Jessica, what are your most and least, Kwesi 407, for both you and Jessica, what's your most and least favorite movements?
My least favorite moves are isolation moves. I just feel like I'm getting way more big bang for my buck when I'm doing those big lifts, squats, deadlifts, presses, and when I have to train arms and those smaller muscle groups, I just get bored, to be honest. So
yeah, I would say my least favorites, but ones that I swallow like a jagged pill, are things like deadlifts, because I know they're so good for my butt cheeks, but I have a hard time actually enjoying them because they're damn hard.
She likes training arms more than I do.
I like training arms. I think he's kind of crazy. Jack Hussey 11. My question is, how does Lean TV and BGTV not have more subscribers? Question mark, question mark. Yeah, what?
No, actually, obviously we'd like to have more numbers, higher viewers, but it comes down to how many people we're actually connecting with and changing their lives. We're getting testimonials coming in every week with before and after pictures, so we know we're making a difference even if we're maybe talking to a smaller audience, but at the end of the day we feel like we're making a difference.
Yeah, the world, the internet and the world are very big places, and we see so much potential, and sometimes it can be frustrating that we're not quite getting the massive reach that we want to get, but we're so happy at the end of the day to hear your guys' success stories and to really connect with you guys and provide quality content. So for us, the quality of our show is much more important than the scale for now.
Yeah.
But please do help share us, because it is a big goal of ours to get more Live Lean inspiration out to the entire world.
Yep. Okay, next question, Sunny Bindra 85. I sleep around 4 to 5 a.m. and have dinner around 10 to 11. Can you recommend some healthy alternatives which are tasty and filling, because they seem like they eat a lot of cookies and diet soda?
Yeah, that's a common problem. Night eating is what it's called, and this is when you are healthy the whole entire day, but then as soon as it's like bedtime, you just kind of go crazy with the cookies. She's saying diet soda and chips. No, that is definitely going to sabotage your efforts to live lean. So some healthy alternatives we like, and something that's actually really surprisingly filling, is herbal tea. Is a great before bed snack. After you've already eaten your calories for the day and you don't have room for any more, definitely go for the herbal teas. That's what we do. We like peppermint, chamomile, things like that. If you need something crunchy or salty, try dipping some celery or cucumbers or raw bell peppers into some hummus or almond butter. It'll give you that salty, crunchy tastiness without all those crazy amount of calories and added fat to your diet. So that's my recommendation.
Yeah, my thing is when I'm having a craving, green tea and a tablespoon of almond butter.
Nicotina, how often do you guys have cheat meals? Is it better to have them once a month or once per week?
That depends on you. It depends on where you are at, what your goals are.
Yeah.
Well, for us, we're already pretty lean, so we can have cheat meals when we feel it. But if if you have a set goal, if you have a deadline, your cheat meals you have to cut back. So it really depends on what your goals are.
Yeah, there have been plenty of times in our fitness journeys that we have put a hold on cheat meals for the time being if we are not where we want to be, and especially in the beginning when we both had body fat to lose, we were a lot stricter with things. But like you said, when you get to the different level of leanness or of reaching your goals, then you can be a little more lenient with things, but it's really a personal decision.
Next question from Obsessed with Fitness 1405. Do you think Asians are getting fatter because they eat high carb foods, white rice and noodles, but do not have time to exercise? How can an Asian teen solve this problem?
Well, yeah, we think that it's not just Asians, but anybody who eats too much high carb food and not enough exercise is going to get fatter. So unfortunately, it's more of a behavior thing. It's not because you're Asian.
The idea that you do not have time to exercise, that to me just blows my mind. Everybody has time to exercise. You can do exercise in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. It doesn't have to be 60 minutes. You can fit it in throughout the day.
But yeah, especially advice for teens though, is to take the pressure off. Just go out and do activities that are fun for you.
Yes,
join a sports team. Yeah, exactly. You can just go for morning walks. You don't have to think of it as like workouts. Just get active. Hi, Brad and Jessica. Greetings from Dubai. Hi, Dubai. You lost a bunch of weight, but you're intending to lose more weight and then gain more muscle after you reach your ideal weight. What are our recommendations for you?
Yeah, so it sounds like you want to cut and then bulk. So that's what I would recommend if that's the approach that you want to take. You want to cut before you bulk, lose the body fat, then build muscle.
Recommendation is to live lean, buddy. Live lean. You don't have to go through a cutting phase and then a bulking phase. If you follow our advice, you're going to notice both lean muscle gains and fat loss at the same time. I think our recommendations that we give to everyone all the time should help you reach that goal.
Yeah, clean foods, lift weights, exercise. That's the formula for everything. Next question is from Fabio T93. What is your view on carbs in the evening?
Carbs in the evening. They used to be There used to be this big rule in fitness that, and it's just like the same thing as fat being bad for you, is that carbs in the evening will make you fat. Something about when the sun goes down, all of a sudden carbs are like belly fat. Yeah. Of course, things like cookies and chips and whatever before bed are going to put some fat on you, but if you have a sweet potato post-workout and it happens to be 8 p.m. at night, you're going to be just fine. So don't worry too much about having carbs at night per se, but just worry about your overall
intake.
Yeah, your overall intake of carbs and of calories as well, because it really comes down to feeding your body the right amount of stuff, and then you'll get the results you want. Same person asks, only time I can get to the gym is during my lunch break, which is nowhere near as long as I'd like to work out for. What's the best way to train for just an hour for building muscle? Like, for example, should I do Dropsets or Supersets?
Yeah. So the best thing is keep your rest periods short. You don't need to have these long rest periods to build muscle. Keep it short. Dropsets, Supersets, just like you said, that's the way to go. Move from one exercise to the other, or just drop set it. Okay, next question from Karma. Do you believe in eating for your blood type, like O positives eating a lot of protein and not a lot of sugar? So I'm O positive. I eat a lot of protein. You are O positive? Yeah. And not a lot of sugar. That will work for everybody, to be honest. That's a universal thing. I have read the book on eating for your blood type, but I've never really quite practiced it, so it may work, but I just think overall diet, you know, protein, sugar, low sugar, vegetables.
Yeah, I can't imagine any case where high sugar would be good for really anybody, no matter what the blood type. Charlie Alpha Fox asks, I have a very random schedule working in the airline, flying around the globe nonstop. Cool job. Do you believe you have to sleep a set amount of hours a day to achieve best results, or can I skip sleep here and there and have the occasional sleepathon and be okay?
Yeah, so I mean, sleeping is it's particular to every single person, so it's an individual thing. I don't believe that you can just sleep 24 hours a day and then make up for not sleeping the rest of the week. So figure out the sleep schedule that works best for you, maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, but do try to get an allotted amount of sleep at night.
You're gonna get much better results with consistency. So whatever you figure out you can do. I know with a job like that, it's going to be tough for you, but you just gotta do your best and try your hardest to get intervals of sleep when you can. And
the last question is from Official Miguel. Brad, I have a birthday coming up and I don't wanna get one of those cakes full of crap. Is there anything that you can make a healthy cake with? Of course there's stuff you can make a healthy cake with. We have recipes on Team Live Lean that make other types of treats that you think wouldn't be healthy. It's all healthy. For our wedding cake, we're getting a fruit style cake.
Fruit tart.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, seriously, there's all kinds of alternatives out there for healthy stuff.
Yeah, it really just matters what goes in it. So look carefully at the ingredients. Your best bet is really to make your own, because a lot of times stores are gonna use unhealthy oils and sugars and flours that you don't want to be eating for living lean. So try taking control of your food. That's what
Yeah.
we always recommend, is that you control what goes in your food, and then you can have absolutely anything, desserts, anything you want. There's always a way to live leanify it. It just matters what is in it.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for all those questions. Hashtag them, Ask BGTV. We'll get to your question in a future episode. Thanks for watching. Give us that big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you at the next episode.
Bye, love you guys.
All right, I just did it. I had this little shirt on, and I had to take it off.
He hated it the whole time. He was uncomfortable.